Hi, I'm PJ McTavish, and welcome back to something completely different. So, rather than do a tutorial or anything like that, I'm going to do basically just a quick review of the exam itself. Now, I wasn't going to do this, I was just going to, maybe over the next week or two, do the actual questions so that you'd see how you got on, because I don't think the marketing comes out for a while. But somebody asked me, you can see there, PJ, can you do a video about your impression of the Leaving the Cert D.C.G exam 2015 in relation to the questions asked and your overall impressions? And so I thought it was a pretty good idea, so why not? So, initial impressions of it, I was quite happy with it. Section A was slightly, not tricky, but it was the most that out of the lot that would kind of put you off, but B and C were great, so we'll quickly go through it. So, Section A, and the only thing really to go off and if you're comparing these questions or if you're reviewing these questions, like what they've asked in past years, and questions A1, A2 and A4 were, as far as I'm concerned, spot on. They're similar to what have come up in the past. They're not throwing anything tricky at you, not trying to catch you out on anything like you can see sometimes. So I was quite happy with Section A. The cutting planes here, or the oblique plane VGH, haven't seen this element of it before where you have to actually complete the pictorial as well, but again, there's nothing hard in that. Kinda expected iconic sections to come up in Section A with the directrix and the vertex rather than the simpler method where it's dividing up the box in equal parts. So quite happy with that. And also it's nice to see skew lines come up again, because it is a nice question for a short question. Now A3 is the only one that I'd have issues or difficulty with, because it seems like they try to compact a long question into the short question without trying to bring it down any more than that, other than it's a 5-point rather than having a 6-point or harder one like that. So it's basically a corner geometry question, and it's 5.1 where you already have a point line in section, but you still have to do a cut section, find 4 points, find the x, find the point line section, and so on, and draw it out. So this one out of the lot could have been time consuming. That's the only thing. Like, it's not hard, but and there's no harm in asking either. But it's just you probably would have spent a lot of time on this one compared to the other three. But then again, you only have to answer 3 out of 4, so we can't really complain about that. Now, Section B. So, Section B, again, was quite happy with what I saw here. First question here, there a bit of autographic projection and the ellipse here. Great question, lovely question, and again, a lot of these higher level questions, a lot of the information you need, or actually the answer to questions, there in front of you. So if you get that much down the sheet, you should be flying. So B1, lovely question, that was great. B2, now if anyone's, I don't think I said it on the channel, but on Twitter, I didn't expect axonometric to come up third year in a row, even though I'd hope it would, because it's a lovely question. And here it is, so that's great, brilliant. And the reason I like it so much is because there is so much information given to you on the sheet if you know how to understand it. So it's a lovely question and great to see it there. So happy so far. B1, B2 are great. And then perspective. And that's, again, kind of expected perspective or intersection of solids to come up. So again, lovely question, nothing too hard in it, not trying to catch you out with anything. So quite happy with that. So far A and B pretty spot on, compared to other years. We might look at them and go, why did they ask that? So it's brilliant. Section C then, can't really say too much about Section C because it's the choice section, so you knew what was coming up and it should have been handy enough to get your marks here. But if we just go flick through it, so C1, geologic geometry. Now I focus mainly on the engineering ones myself, but I did 2 geology questions there just in the run up to the exam, because again somebody asked me to do them, and nice questions. And this one that came up, there's no rising 1:10 or any of that kind of crack of the road. And from the look of it, it was a nice handy question, especially with the car park having straight edges. So that should have been a nice question. C2 and C3 are questions I don't do too often, structural forms and surface geometry. So I can't really say too much on that, whether you'll be happy with them or not. But from the looks of things, you should be, and there shouldn't be anything too difficult in it. C4, dynamic mechanisms, one of my favourite questions. And I was quite happy when I saw it, because rather than having, I don't know, a helix or anything like that, no, there's nothing too difficult that can come up on it. So having the linkage and the cam, that combination is a great combination. I like it. And the linkage was nice linkage, and the cam, there was nothing. Normally they try and catch you out with the cams. They'll do something and to try and catch you out. So this one, the only thing that's in it is return to initial position as shown in the diagram. Now I have seen that catch people out, even though it should never should, because as indicated or as shown in diagram. So the diagram shows you it's just a tangent. So you draw the diagram, you find your points here on the actual cam, and then translate that back to your displacement diagram. So that should have been a nice question for anyone that attempted it. And C5, then the assemblies. Now it might have taken a minute or two to get your head around the structure of it and how everything is all assembling together, but after that then there's nothing too difficult in the parts, so it should have been spot on. And I like assemblies because nothing too much to learn off, so it should have been good. So that's my opinion on it, and again that's just my own. So I hope you found it as handy or as nice as I thought it was. Let me know in the comments what you made of it or how you got on. Got a bit of feedback there from people saying that the videos helped, and that's great. I started doing them to help my own students, so if they're helping other people, that's brilliant, and I hope they help with your exam. So that's it now. I can't really say leave a like if it helped, because there's nothing in this video to help you. So keep an eye out. I should have these 2015 questions put up soon, so you can have a look at them and hopefully say, oh great, I did all that. So it should be spot on, because the marking scheme doesn't come out for a while. Okay, so thank you and